Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode we are going to be continuing along here. I don't really have a plan for today's episode other than maybe getting some more awakened ingots. The reason I want to get some more awakened ingots is the main thing I want to do next is some power storage. There's a couple things I've tried in previous episodes, going from batteries to a few different things, and none of it really worked as well as I planned. And yet, really, the only way that I know of to store power in great amount is the Draconic reactor core, using some energy cores, pylons, and flux gates, and a couple other things here. But they make a giant reactor that can store energy. Now, if we take a look at any of the recipes here, okay, we need 4 awakened draconium ingots. I believe you also need a reactor stabilizer, another awakened ingot. So I don't know if we need, I don't know if we actually need more than what we have, but I'm going to assume that we do. Yeah, we definitely need more than what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit more. Probably kill the dragon twice, depending on how easy it is to kill the dragon. Because, I mean, with the bow and the actual Staff of Power, we could put more damage on this Staff of Power by upgrading it using attack damage here. And we could technically make it a little bit more powerful, but it has an attack damage of 60, which is a lot higher than a lot of the other stuff. Like if we were to take a look at this one here, 60 is the base, but you could go up to 105. So the Draconic Staff here, I believe, is upgraded all the way. Capacity, speed, attack damage, and attack AoE. So it looks like the highest we can go is 105, and we're currently at 60. If we were to take a look at the sword, the highest the sword can go is 61.25, and we're currently at 60 sitting right now. And the damage on this bow, it says 1, but I know it's not. I know it's a lot higher than that. So, because even with the arrow damage, it's saying the hearts is 1, the attack damage is 1. And like I said, I know it's not because you can one-shot a lot of things with it. Last episode we set up the slime spawner, which is using the blue slime, and then we also set up some crafting. So in between episodes I did a little bit more of what we already covered. I just expanded on what we had. Okay, so down here we did only have the 3 here, but like I said, there was multiple things up here, and I wasn't too keen on it. So what I did is I separated everything that we had. So we have the silicon in one, we have glass in another, gravel to sand in the pulverizer, we have our improved processors, our basic processors, and our advanced processor. Now I did add some clay to brick for the dome for the second floor. I used brick for the ground. We'll cover that in a little bit here. And then I also upgraded our furnaces and pulverizer to resonant level. So now there's 4 speed upgrades in each one. What that does is it basically just cooks everything a lot faster, so we don't have to wait for processing as much. So with all of this, I'm sure you guys can see over there, but with all this up and running, I was able to craft a lot of 256K drives. I was able to do the 8 here. I was able to fill the 2 here, and then I also made 3 extra. So I made about 12 to 13 of them, and I let it automatically do it. I let it automate it and everything, and I want to say it took about a half hour to do everything, maybe 45 minutes. Because while that was doing that, I was watching some Netflix while I was doing it, and I was like AFK while I was doing it. And when I came back, it was about halfway through the show, so I want to say about half hour, 40 minutes, like I said, and it crafted all of them. It wasn't too bad, but if you take a look, let's actually go up and I'll take a look at this. Before we do that, I want to go up here. So if we take a look down here, I re-enabled our ore miner here. I don't think I ever deactivated it, but I reactivated it. I'm just saying it just in case if I did deactivate it. And then I also upgraded our resource miner to tier 3 instead of tier 2. And then I also put yellow on here. So the reason I did that is for sand. Let me fly back over here. Not fly, but run back over here. So right now we have 3.2 thousand sand. Also have 2.7 red sand. The reason I did that is if we were to do another 256K storage disk or higher, we need a lot of glass, I realized. And I actually ran completely out of gravel, to be honest. 100% honest, I ran completely out of gravel. So I let it run overnight, 24 hours, and then I shut it off just to make sure our storage disks don't get too full. And we were able to get up to 2.9 thousand, and then on the sand we have 3,000. So it wasn't too bad. We also ran out of soul sand. So now we have 672. So now it's the issue of the wither skeletons not producing enough skulls. But if we take a look at our nether stars, we have 300 and just shy of 350. It's not too bad. We also didn't really run low on nether quartz. Like I said, I think we had 130,000 when I started. I think it got it down to 100,000. But over 24 hours, we were back up to 155,000. So there's no issues there. It doesn't look like we have a lot of issues too much, basically anywhere. We have a lot of materials. We have a lot of blocks due to the resource miner and also the void, the ore miner up and running also. So we have a lot of ores from basically every single mod. We have a lot of uranium, so whenever we go to do the big reactors, or I think it's still big reactors, we don't have to worry about uranium shortage. We don't have to worry about too much of anything. So basically what I wanted to show you before we went down there was in our system, I'm facing the wrong way, in our system we have 68,000 slime balls. Now I don't think we should leave this run all the time. The reason is that I think one slime ball creates 8 of those little guys, and I don't really think we need to leave that running all the time. So what I might do is I might slow that slime ball thing down, because I believe we have another mob soul. So in case if we do have to do it again, we can. But regardless, let's jump over to the dome and show you what I'm working with here. So as you can see, I made elevator blocks in the middle just so it's a lot quicker to go up and down. And then I also made inverted lamps all the way around. Left out the corners. I don't know if it was a good idea, bad idea, but I just left them out. And then I also rearranged the lighting in here. So I felt like there was too much lighting, and it wasn't really... I know that there's dark spots all the way around. I know that. For me to get that lit up 100%, I would have to throw down a bunch of lamps. And to me, it looks ugly with a bunch of lamps. So I did it basically, if you hit F7, I just made sure that there was no spots for mobs to spawn, basically. And tried to spread them out as far as possible. And the reason I did that is if we go down, I did the same thing down here. Same exact layout, hit F7, there's nowhere that they can spawn. Perfect. Now, the reason I went down is, I know that that's ugly right now. That will be changed here shortly. But I made the ground out of brick. I also chiseled it so it was like a little diamond pattern, or pentagon, I guess, because it is 5 sides. Pentagon size. It's called prism. But I did that instead of traditional, just so it was a little different. And then this is marble. I like the way it looked. It was like not completely white like the laboratory block on the roof. And then I wanted to throw off a little bit. I was going to do black floors, but I felt like that was just too much. And then if we head in here, I did the laboratory block, the chisel block. I like this design. I don't know why, but I like this. And I didn't know what to make the walls, because I like the ceiling being the laboratory because it's white and it looks like it lightens things up. I wasn't sure what to do with the walls, so I just made them stone brick. Just some vanilla Minecraft stuff there. And then I stopped here because I want to go out in every direction. And I'm not 100% on what I want to do with each. Obviously, one's going to be mob spawners all the way down. So I'm going to have the wither skeleton here, slime here, blaze here, enderman here. And then I might not even need any more spawners at that point. And then I also want to get into the woot, which I believe I said about 6 episodes ago that I wanted to get into, which is mob generation and automatic killing. We could do that also, because you could do the wither with that. You could also do the end dragon with that as well. So we could just keep getting dragon hearts over and over and over and over. So we have basically unlimited awakened core also, or awakened ingots. And then I was thinking down this side having the different machine rooms. So I could have the thermal expansion room. I could have, yeah, basically that's it, because that's the only machines I use. So obviously there's going to be more down here. I want to get into Thaumcraft, blood magic, and a few industrial craft just to get some quantum armor. Just to say that we have all of the armor, that good armors. And down this one, that's probably where I'll do the Thaumcraft and blood magic, just so there's like a separate between magic, machines, mob generations, and then this one, I'm thinking of crop generation. Just so we have a majority of different machines. And the only one that I'm not going to have a room for would be power generation. Now, obviously, the solar panels have to go up top because it has to be able to see sunlight, obviously. So I'm probably just going to put that up on above the water a little bit, just so mobs don't spawn on them or spawn under them or anything. But But other than that, I don't have an area for or power generation. So what I might do is I might make another layer below this, like maybe 15, 20 blocks down, because never mind, I can't go 15 down because this is currently at Y13. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll make a room on one of these, because I mean, if we do mobs, and then we do machines, we might be able to throw power generation down here, because there's not really that many machines. We're gonna have thermal expansion, industrial craft, maybe some Ender IO machines, and that would probably be it. And then have a room for Draconic. But I want to throw the storage, because it's like a big giant ball that stores all our power. I want to throw that right in the center of this. I want to center it up at the top as high as I can go, and I want to keep that up there because it's a really cool effect, and it makes everything look pretty cool. And I think it would be a good idea for up here in the glass area. And then up here, I don't know what I'm actually going to do up here. I'm not even sure if we're actually going to use this up here, to be quite honest. So my main focus is down here, and then putting our storage up there. Other than that, we're done here. So let's go ahead back to our base here. And I'm not taking this with us because we don't need it. That I can leave run, but I'm probably going to disable it because I don't really need that also. The crops I'm not taking. Well, I'm going to be taking, but we're going to be creating some auto farming with potatoes, carrots, not beetroot, and then wheat. And I mean, we could do sugarcane, but I'm not worried about it. We don't really need sugar. We don't really need paper. There's other ways to craft it. We can use a logger from industrial or thermal expansion, and you can get sawdust, create sawdust, combine it with a bucket of water, and you get paper. There's other ways around paper. I don't really need it. So now that leaves us with killing the Ender Dragon a few times just to get some dragon hearts, to get some awakened ingots, so we could try to start with this Draconic Evolution reactor. We'll probably start it in this episode and then finish it in the next episode. And the reason I'm saying that is it is a big process to actually get it accomplished. So if we take a look in our template, where I have to cancel it every single time, and if we take a look down at energy storing core, so the setup, as you can see here, once you place it down, it actually gives you what blocks you need. Now, to make a tier 1, all you need is an energy core, 1 core, and 4 stabilizers. And what you want to do is the stabilizers, it has to be placed within so many blocks of the center, but they have to be centered on the side. Tier 2, you need 6 draconian blocks because it stores the power into draconian blocks, but once it's active, it's not a square, it goes into a round sphere. Spheres are round, so that was pointless, but it's a sphere, and it stores everything in that. So each tier you go, the higher the storing capacity. So I want to try to go for maybe like a tier 5, which uses 90 draconian blocks, which is 810 draconium ingots, because there's 9 per block, obviously. You're going to need 36 energy core stabilizers, because instead of being 1 on each side, you would have to do 9, so you have to do a 3x3 in the center. That also creates an effect also. But I want to aim for a tier 5. I think we have everything for tier 5. We should actually have everything for tier 6, but I don't want to go too big initially. I want to start at a decent one and then head to it a little bit better. But if we take a look, here's the cores. Here we see how you can see there's 9 here, and that's what it actually creates. It creates a 3x3 circle. So, and this is actually what it's going to look like. So this is like tier 1. This is probably tier 5. And the more you go, the bigger it gets. So I don't really think that we need too much to actually get this going. But there is some changes that you have to do. You have to place glass on this one, and then you have to place something else on this one, so it looks like input, output. There's a few things, like I said, that we have to set up. So let's go ahead. I actually don't even think we need awakened cores, but I'm going to go kill the Ender Dragon a few times just to get it so we have the cores itself. Because I believe that the fluid gate and all this for the reactor stabilizers and all this, that's for the actual power generation. So you can make like a big reactor in Draconic Evolution. We're not messing with this. We're actually messing with the energy core stabilizer, particle generator, energy pylon, energy core, and that's it. Those are the 4 things that we're actually worried about with the energy storage. I thought you had to use the reactor stabilizers and all this, but this is for the actual reactor core to generate power. So I'm not really worried about that right now. Also, in between episodes, I did make an awakened item dislocator. I think I made it. No, I think I made it last episode. But all it is a magnet. You shift right click it and it sucks in all the items. The only reason I like that is whenever I'm mining out a big area, I don't have to run around and collect everything. I can just activate it, collects everything at one time, shut it off, put it back in my inventory. I keep it up in the baubles just so it doesn't sit in my inventory here. So let's go ahead and put our tab. I want to keep calling it a pamphlet, but let's go ahead and put our tablet back in our backpack. Let's grab, what do I need to make? End crystals, I believe it is, right? Yeah, I need to make some end crystals. Do I have any glass? Oh yeah. That should be enough. So we need 4 to spawn it once. Spawn it twice. 3 times. We'll spawn it 4 times. 4 seems good. I did have an issue with this also. I don't know if it was last episode that I recorded that it was in there, but I did have an issue. I think it was in between episodes once it started back up when I got the resource miner going to get some more of that. But they were spawning in there and I didn't have power on this, so they kept shooting and blowing up the vacuum chest and it was driving me insane. So let's go ahead to the end. Is that all I need to spawn it? Do I have an arrow? Yep. Should be everything I need, right? Yeah. So I believe every time you spawn the end dragon, I think it gets more powerful. So eventually it gets a nightmare, and then you want to do Woot. That's loud, I'm going to turn it down. Okay, now that it's done, I turn it back up. I know you can't hear anything right now because there's not really much anything going on. So. Okay, let's see how powerful this is. Missed. Okay, it didn't kill him, but... You can also make this, the bow, you can also make it shoot, electric, or not electric, explosives. Where is this guy? Missed. Okay, so this actually does decent damage. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna wreck them. I don't like how slow the recharge is on the staff though. Thank you. Once this explodes, I think I can do it here. The awakened core. I think you have to give it 16 of the actual cores. I'll think of it. Hold on, give me a second. So if you give it 16 of the Draconic cores and then you place down 4 blocks of Draconic, it'll actually create the... I'm pretty sure it creates the awakened core right there. The awakening gets, but we'll go back and go through the process of it. No issues. That wasn't too bad. The only thing I don't like is the Staff of Power. Look how long it takes to swing again. Like the attack speed's real low. It says it's 1, but I ain't having that. Was this 1 also? Attack speed on that's 2. It's actually faster. That's the only thing I don't care for. But it is strong enough that it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Do I have to kill any of these guys? For a mob soul? I wonder if I kill it with the staff of power. If I can get a. I wonder if I can get a soul. I hit that. I did hit that. The reason I'm just mining these out is I don't get mining fatigue while I'm flying anymore because of the Draconic suit. So. My accuracy is amazing. Come back. I can change my flight speed and catch you. I get a soul. That'd be amazing if you can get a soul. That would be incredible. Get a soul and then use a spawner and use the mob grinder to kill it. That would be crazy if it worked. I don't know the size of this thing though. Like I wonder what the size of the Ender Dragon actually is, like hitbox wise. I don't really need these levels. I shouldn't even worry about picking them up, to be honest. I want to kill these guys to get a soul. Or do I already have one? I don't remember if I have one or not, but this would probably be the only thing I would be worried about. Would I get one right there? Or is that... I did. But I want to get one so I can make an Enderman thing. We don't even need Ender Pearls that much. I'm used to previous mod packs where I needed it for like Tesseracts and stuff, but you don't really need them in this. Unless you're making a lot of Enderium. But I mean, if you're making that much Enderium or Enderium, or whatever, however you want to pronounce it, the only thing you would need that much for is if you're making a oh, what's it called? The big reactor. It's not the reactor, it's the turbines. But even in that case, I don't even know if you need that much, to be honest. I don't think the bow one-shots these guys. Oh no, you can't shoot them, they disappear. What am I talking about? Okay, I didn't get one, so I doubt I'm gonna get one. What do you use these for? You could dye your elytra. Why in the world would you want an elytra and this when you can literally get creative flight? Not my cup of tea, but okay. Like, I wouldn't even go through one of these portals. Like, there's no point to. Not unless you want to get shulker boxes, but I don't see why you would want shulker boxes in this when you have backpacks. I mean, I know you can't really change the vanilla Minecraft in a mod pack. I mean, you can, but you still want to keep everything, just in case somebody wants to play more vanilla, but... Let's see if we can change anything with this bow. Base damage all the way up. Velocity modifiers all the way up. fire an arrow made of pure energy, removes the need for ammunition, and unlocks a shockwave effect. Sure. Okay, go away, man. Explosive is not possible with arrow of... I gotta turn off one. Turn this one on. See what this does. Wait, do I not have enough? I don't have enough juice for that. Okay. What's going on here? I'm confused. Never mind, it's back. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Come here. Oh, that thing wrecks. I want to upgrade this. Mobsol? I doubt it's possible. Yeah, I doubt it. I don't even know what this is for. Oh, look at all how little XP you get. That's crazy. Alright, we got 3. And each one of these can do what? 4. That's what? 36? Right? Yeah. That's 36 per thing. So we're about to get 144 awakened ingots. That's it, I think. I say that's it like it's nothing, but I don't feel like that's a lot. We need to automate this. 100% we need to automate this. Using the loot. I mean, we have enough materials to go straight to the highest tier to get... Because you have to have it at a certain tier spawner to get the end dragon. It has to be the highest to get the end dragon, the wither, and those type of mobs. And I feel like we have everything to be able to get to it. So let me just go in the middle and just... Come here, boy. I want to upgrade the power on this all the way. I didn't know there was... No fair. Ah. Mobsol. Oh. Got my 40 XP that I get. That's the last one, so then we can go back. Cool. Alright, we got all 4. Let's go. I forgot we can't teleport out, we gotta hop through. Okay, here we go. So I can put all this in here. And if we take a look, we have 61. I think I just said 144, right? Because we could do 4 blocks each. 4 blocks. Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to. But if we look at the Draconium, we have way more than enough Draconium. I actually want to set up a system for the Draconium, like how we have the automated everything. I want to automate that also. Because like I said, we're going to need... How many blocks was it? Is it 90 blocks of Draconium. 90 blocks, 90 times 9, that's what? 810. We only have 300. So I need to start pulverizing, smelting. And to do that, we're going to need a pulverizer and a redstone furnace. Do we have any already made? We do. A furnace already made. We do. We also need an exporter and an importer. Don't have those. We don't have any of those. We're about to. Don't have any of those. We're about to. Alright, that was the exporter. Now for the importer. Alright, so now we have the importer, exporter. So now we just need the actual Draconic. One of those. That's it. Oh, we also need cable. Don't need any speed upgrades. I'm just gonna throw it down here with these guys. I know that this is all over the place right now, but whoop, I broke it. Was it me? Nope. Actually gonna put it over a little bit just so it's really. This thing mines way too fast, man. Way too fast. Okay, we need the importer down. I did it again. Okay. Try this again. Pulverizer up top. Redstone furnace on the bottom. Input, output. Input, output. Now. Importer. There. Actually, let's make the import on the back. The reason I want to do that is so I can do this, that, there we go. Export Draconic. Should make the dust. Smelt the dust. Perfecto. And now we got that automated. We get that in there, that in there, that in there. That down, throw that up there, throw that up there, and okay. So now we're going to take our Draconium ore, break it into dust, dust into Draconic ingots, and I'm just going to have a backstock of 6,000 Draconium dust for now, until I get rid of it. Now, let's go back to Draconic Evolution, and let's get rid of my torches. Draconium infused obsidian. Promising. Portal. Let's take a look at how to do this again. So I need 4 Draconium block, 2, 4, 5, 6 of the Draconic cores, and a Dragon Heart, which I already have. So I need 4 and 6 per thing. I'm going to be doing 4 of them. So I need 16 Draconium blocks. 4, 5, 6 times 4, 24. So I need 24 of those. I need 16 of these. Cute. Now I need this to be how many? 6. That's 5. Then I need to go over here, get rid of that, and I need to put these into single item mode. And that should be a ding. Oh. Got it right the first time. Now, this does take a lot of energy. Takes 350 million to charge one of those. So, as you can see, we are using 142,000. We are literally using all of we have, which I believe is everything that this guy produces. Now that produces 475,000 FE. What's FE? There has to be a conversion, because that's RF. And we go to, aha, here we go. We only want plugs. So 93.6. I want to go change the name of that to, so I can see exactly how many RF, so I can try to get a conversion here. Okay, so this is only inputting 16,000 RF. And it says it produces 475,000 FE a tick. So let me change the name of this to solar panel high. Then go back down here. Click this. Go to this. Solar panel high. 16,000 RF. That's it. What is this one inputting 93,000? What in the world is inputting 93,000? Is that this guy? I think I know why. I think I know why. These. They only do 16,000 RF. That's why, that's why, that's why. Okay, so we need to upgrade these to anything. Let's get on that. Flux duct. So we could make the resonant, which does 25,000, or we can do the cryo stabilized, which we don't have gelid cryothium, because this stuff is pretty crazy. So we need to make cryothium dust, which is from blizz powder, snowball, and redstone. Blizz powder is liquid XP over snowballs, which we could do because we do have a lot of the actual solidified experience, which I believe you could just put that into the magma crucible and it crafts it. But let's go ahead and make some of these resonant ones here. So I'm going to need, I'm guessing, ooh, I need some Enderium. Enderium is Enderium blend. So I need lead, platinum, and buckets. But I think I already pulverized some platinum and stuff, yeah. So I just need ender pearls, buckets. Head straight over here. Do I have anything in there? Nope. Throw all those in there. Throw those in there. Do these have the full upgrade? Yeah. So I'm going to need another bucket. I could just reuse that one. No problem. So I'm going to need some sand, which I have. But I'm going to use the red sand. And then I'm also... yeah, that's everything. Oh, no. I need platinum. And what was it? Lead? Yeah. That's not how you spell it. I don't have any pulverized lead. I never powered these. What an idiot. What an idiot, man. I don't even have enough. Really? And I can't power that because that's there. Holy Lord, I'm... betting 1,000 here today. There we go. So this is currently the only way to get an Enderium that I know of, anyway. Now that we have that, now we have to throw that into the induction smelter, throw the Enderium and sand. And that is the only way to do it. So now we have 16 of those. And now we can do this, and we can make 3. Do we have any other resonant? Come on. No. But once this is done, I'm stop it. JR, stop the match. JR, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This thing mines way too fast, man. I'm literally clicking once and it's digging like way too far. Okay, I need to grab this. Attack radius. I'm fine with that. Dig depth. 0. That's what the problem is. It was digging one too many. I can leave it how it is for now, but not how I want to do it eventually. Okay, now. It should help. Don't zap me. I don't think it can zap. One down too many. Now we should be using more. 170. So we went up a little bit. Let's do this. Technically should work. I don't have enough. I'm one short. Holy Lord, man. I'm betting 1,000 here. I'm not using leadstone. There's no way I'm using redstone or leadstone. Holy Lord, 18's enough. Give me some redstone. Just can't win. Not really going up that much faster. I don't remember how much it is. It's only 100 per thing, and how much is it for each? 150? 200. So I had 18, so I need 36. So I need 36 in there. That was 32, 33, 36. Should be all I need. That should be all I need for down there too. There you go. Now you can work again. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, I can replace these now. Need a lot more than that, but that's fine. That's fine. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Just don't look at it. Looks beautiful. See, you saw it. We really need to get some cryo-stabilized. How much does it take to fill it? 500. Holy Lord. And how many does each one of these produce? 250. So I need 2 cryothium dust per thing. That's actually not too bad. Do I have any cryothium? I have 28 of it. That's 56 of these things, right? 500. Each one of the cryothium does 250. Am I reading this right? 250 to 500. Yeah. Are these expensive or something? Need resonant, electrum. No. How many did I need here? I don't have any in my inventory right now. Okay. Let's destroy these and see exactly how many of these we need. I might be able to make that right now. So this goes a lot faster. I need 23. So I need 2 per thing. I can only make 14, not 56. I'm brilliant. So I need 18 more. I should be able to make that. Cryothea. Here we go. Okay, so I need that. Let's see if we even have any of this stuff here. Okay, so we only have one blizz powder. How do you find a blizz? I really need to find a blizz. Because if I can find a blizz... Whoa, what was that? Yeah, not worried about that. Do we have any snowballs? I think we had a snowball generator at one time. Yeah, we got plenty of... What was it? How many snowballs per thing? 2. So we needed 18 more of these. That crafts 2, so we only need 18 of those, and it's 2 per thing, so I shouldn't even need that many. I should just do that. We also need this. Make sure this is right first. How much of that does it use? 320. So it uses 200 per thing. And we need how many of those again? I need to go to 18. I need 18. I already have one, so I need 17. That's 3,400. And each one of these generates what? 160. I don't know if there's some left over. Who cares? Not really worried about leftovers. I could just destroy the machine, pick it back up. No big issue. I just want to craft these so the crafting goes a lot faster. That's all. I wonder if there's a better way to do that. I wonder if you could put those the injectors. I wonder if you could put these on the floor and ceiling, and then have this here, and it still work. But I don't like the idea of these standing here and having the stuff go around. Or if I could put it there and there, so they're both against the wall, but put them in the wall, so then you don't see all the garbage cabling. Possible. It's possible. Possible. I only crafted 8. My math is all over the place. I'm gonna blame it on because I'm tired right now. And it's only 1 a.m. I usually record these at like 3 a.m. Ooh. Been going too long this episode, that's what it is. Almost 50 minutes. Way too long this episode. Way too long. Literally didn't even accomplish anything I wanted. And that's why I need my signs. Because if I don't, I get sidetracked by multiple things. We don't even need the awakened core, the awakened ingots for what I'm even attempting to do this episode, which is the power storage. We don't even need these. This is all a big waste of time. You want me to be honest? This is only going to generate 1, huh? You. Go back to snowballs. I only need 2. I should have. I need 18, and I already have 1 in the system. 46. That creates 23 exactly. Now, before I mess this up, flux duct. I need 1 of those per thing, which is perfectly fine because I have 23. How many can I make? 7. Now I need obsidian. I need this pulverized. I need that pulverized. And then I also need lead. I need that. So let's go dink. Let's go dink. Let's go. Hey, send it in, coach. And then let's go to obsidian. Grab everything that's in there, which is a stack for right now. And go back up. Over to our induction smelter. Goes in. Voila, hardened glass. There has to be another way to get this. No? Crafting it with pyrotheum dust. And pyrotheum dust actually might be worth it. Like a pyrotheum dust instead of waiting on this. Possible. Gonna need a lot. I need what, 23 of these? So that's 46, 80, 92 glass. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more obsidian there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, we can get started on what we have here. Okay, so let me destroy this. Put it back on. Let's put all of those in there because I can turn it in. I can put it in buckets if I need to. That in there. This is the first time I've ever used these. Never used these in my life. Always wanted to. Never got around to it. But this is what you want to use for your actual energy storage too. Because you want to feed it as much energy as possible so there's no energy. I mean, it's not that it's going to be lost, but you want to feed it as much so you're storing as much as possible. Okay, so we got that. That's going to keep going and filling up. Our obsidian should be rolling along. This should be not enough. Oh, I'm actually out of electrum. Gold. Silver, which is right here. Try this again. I don't have enough of that. I miscalculated again. Oh, no, I only need 23, right? Yeah. Right? Oh my, these things are giant. Holy Lord. Actually saved one. That's charging a lot faster. Let's see what this is at. 319, that's it? 181,000 RF. I thought that was generating 400,000. If I don't have a limit, why is it only doing that? There must be a conversion that I'm missing here. But for it to only be using 319,000, and that alone generates 400. And these are still starving for power. Doing a Google. FE per tick to RF per tick. Simple table for Minecraft energy. Here we go. FE is forge energy, and RF is redstone flux. It is a FE, right? Before I go through all this, I'm almost 100% it is. All I have to do is just check that one. That also generates power, that thing there. FE. Okay, forge energy. So yeah, it's 1-to-1. 1 RF equals 1 FE, which also equals 1 T, 1 CF, and 1 IF. Saying that it's not official, but so 1 RF is 1 FE. So I should be generating way over what this should automatically be making at daytime, right? This should be well over 500,000 RF. Easy. All day. Oh, it's probably done. But I know that these can use more than what it's taking. I'm 100% of that. Maybe they do max out. Draconic Fusion Crafting Injector. Draconic Fusion Crafting Injector. Let's see if it says a maximum on these things. Crafting injectors. So, Draconic Fusion Crafting Injector. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, let me make my max RF per tick for Draconic Crafting Injector. Okay, here we go. I believe they have no limit per se. If they have, the limit is most likely the max transfer speed of the highest tier energy relays, which is, if I remember correctly, 64 million RF a tick. The hard limit would be a top limit of the signed integer variable, which is around 2.147 billion RF a tick. Just my speculation. The injector, trying to group the injectors into a group of 3 and connecting it by ender energy conduit. Each group will transfer power from a flux point. I'm wondering if 3 injectors will pull in more than 20,000 RF a tick. The creating recipe in JEI shows a set amount of power it needs to craft. The injector splits that power between them and pulls it out of nearby cabling as fast as they can. Okay, so what you're saying is, since this took 350 million and I split it up between 8, you got to do 350 divided by 8, and it should be pulling that equally from each one of those. That still doesn't make it. It should still be pulling what I'm generating. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. That's. I don't know. That's got me. I mean, it did go faster. 100% it did go faster, but I still would like. I guess there has to be a process to everything in this. If not, it would be too simple. So, I mean, I'm happy with what it did, 100%, but that's weird to me. Okay, let's go ahead and craft what we need for this storage, the power storage, before I end the episode, just so we at least did something productive. Okay, so according to that, we need. Let's go back in here because I do want to make a tier 5. So we need 1 energy core. Let's just start there. Let's just start simple. Energy core. Think. Don't have any of it. 1 of those. 2 of those. Energy core. Done. What else? We need 36 energy core stabilizers. 36 stabilizers. So we have the diamonds, no issue. We need 36 of these, which means we need 36 draconic cores. How many of those do we have? 32, so we need a couple of those made. So let's just make another 2 stacks just to be safe. Okay. I needed, how many of these? 36. Okay, we need some more redstone blocks. That should be enough. Go back in. We need 28 of these, or 36 total. Try not to scroll too fast because if we have no blaze rods. Ooh, I ain't hearing that either. I know we got some of those little things that they dropped, the little hearts. Right? I really don't want to go kill them. Ah. Not enough, but maybe. Do I have a blaze soul? I do not. Remember these mine shafts? The good old days. Yeah, this episode's going to be running a little over an hour. I think we're already over an hour, but it's going to be a little bit of a long one. I know it's almost near the end, and I'm saying how long it's going to be, which is kind of pointless, but this is going to be a doozy. So let's go to one of the blaze. I think I destroyed that one. I destroyed that one so I can take it and spawn them, and then I use the spawner for something else. Yeah. Okay, so there's not one at this fortress. Let's go to this fortress over here then. We ran out of torches at that point. That's why we had to use the wand. Wand of light. Uses your XP for it. Kinda sucks, but what is this? Nether port. I went to the nether portal, not the fortress. There we go. This is what we need. Oh, this is garbage out. Thank you. Spawn. Hello? We'll probably figure out exactly how many we need. So we need... So we need 4 per thing, and I need 9 more, so I need 36 of these. Right? I needed 36, so I need 9. And 9 times 4 is... Yeah, 36. We're good. I never knew that I could hop up on the fences. Since when is that a thing? I never knew that was a thing. Put that here, so I don't have to keep going in my inventory. But I know vanilla Minecraft you can't hop up on a fence. Looks like I get a jump boost. Oh, that's weird. Never noticed that until now. 26, 10 more. And then I also need a soul. Or I could just take this with me. If I take the spawner and I create it and I craft into a stabilized spawner, whatever that contained before, it'll put it back in unless I break it and then it clears it. So if I take one of these spawners with me, which I should already have one at the house, I should be able to make one of this and no problem. 29. Fortune 3 is enabled, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Or looting 3. I'm sorry, not fortune. I wonder if you can add. We have enough. I wonder if you can add looting to a bow and modded. But I don't think in vanilla you can. And I feel like that would be very helpful, to be honest. Ooh, actually, I need to check that real quick. Yeah, we are running very low on hard drive space on the drive that I recorded on. So let's try to make this snappy here before the recording ends and I don't recognize that it ended. So let's go ahead and craft the rest of these guys. How many more? I need 36 total, right? 36, done. Just enough. So that there, that there, that there, that there, that in there. Okay. Come back down here, tablet. Okay. We also need 90 draconium blocks. Do I even have enough of that yet? Probably. 64 to get to 90, I need 26 more, right? 90. Also need 80 redstone blocks. 80? 90. 80. 80. 80, 90, 36, energy core. We have everything we need for it, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here before my hard drive fills up and it cuts out the recording. So feel free to like, subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next video is posted or goes live. I always say live even though it's not live stream, but I don't know, it's a habit. And I will catch you guys in the next one.